Did you see Tyler in the lunchroom?
Oh God, yeah, there was Jello everywhere.
Oh man, I thought Miss Anderson was just gonna explode.
Oh, I thought she was gonna punch him right in the face.
Maybe she should have punched him in the face. I'd have been so mad.
Oh God, that would have been so funny though.
What's up, Beth?
Hey Beth.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Good. What's up with you guys?
Procrastinating, waiting to study.
As usual.
Yeah, we have a big test.
You have to study for it? I cannot stand studying.
I know, I'm bad at it.
I know. I always put it off till last minute, and then I'm up until like 2 a.m. trying to finish it.
Oh, I know.
Right.
I hate it.
I like get so distracted. I can't actually do anything.
Exactly, and focus on one thing. It's impossible.
It's hard. It's a skill set. Like
Yeah.
I don't have it yet.
You know, speaking of study skills, Mr. Butler gave me this laptop with a cool video on it.
Anything that could help me study is worth watching.
Seriously,
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Hey, Brian, are you in calculus?
Yeah, dude. Oh.
Do you have that new calculus teacher?
Oh, Miss Wetmore. Yeah, totally.
She's wild, isn't she?
Oh, dude, oh my gosh, dude. She gives out homework like popcorn. It's insane. I got this new window washing job, and oh, dude, I work so late, and I can't get my calculus homework done at the same time.
Oh no, tell me about it. I understand. I mean, her class is like a full-time
Dude,
job.
it's crazy, you know. Dude, especially when you kind of don't want to do it in the first place.
Oh yeah,
you know?
totally.
Oh, speaking of which, I got this one problem right here. Can you help me with it? I really don't
Oh
get
yeah,
it.
yeah, for sure.
This is what we're all going through every day. Sucks, doesn't it? Homework's a big part of our daily lives for at least 12 years. I want to do well in school. That's what I say and I mean it. But with sports and jobs and activities outside of school, it's not easy getting your homework turned in on time without staying up till 4. We've come up with some ideas to help you do your homework. When you absolutely have to do it, we have some helpful hints.
Yeah, check this out. You will have to change your attitude toward paying dues with homework. First of all, you have to think positively. Picture yourself getting through each assignment and every test, doing well on all of it. This is the bottom line. Remind yourself to study because it will make a huge difference in the way you feel about yourself. You know you have to do homework. Hey, studying may look like a lot of fun when you picture it, but it doesn't have to be such a total drag.
So, first of all, you want to find a quiet place to study. Probably not our local coffee shop, but if yours is quiet like a library, it'll do. A library is also a really good place to study. Your room at home could be a good place if you shut the door and silence your cell phone, because I know you won't turn it off. You also got to turn off the television. Any other visual distraction could add to the time it takes to get your work completed. And the faster you get it done, the more time you have for those visual distractions. All through history, you can find great minds that sat privately in solitude to do their best thinking. You'll need to do that too. So with a positive mental approach and a private space, get your homework out. And start early. Don't wait until 10 p.m. It's a bad idea. If you can get it done immediately after school, that's perfect. But don't wait until you're exhausted from your crazy day to do it. It's just a bad choice.
If you skim through the assignment first, you will get yourself ready to read. It is real helpful to first find the bold type that separates the chapters. Take some time to look closely at the pictures or graphics or other visual that they offer in the chapter.
And read the conclusion first.
Yeah. Hey, here's a real good idea. Most of the textbooks have questions at the end. Read them first. With the questions in your mind, you'll know what's most important about each chapter. You will be looking for the answers as you begin to read each page. This will really help you with focus. Your time studying will be more like discovering info you were looking for, rather than taking in a lot of information and forgetting what you read about. Try it. This really works.
I find it's also helpful to take notes. I like to have a pad of paper ready to write down the major important information that I'm studying. Then I add any thoughts to it, like, that reminds me of marmalade or something. Say I'm reading about earth science. I'll write a comment about the location of fossils. And then it'll help me to get the info to sink in so that I can remember it. It's also good to write down the most important things at the end of each page, stuff that'll jog your memory about what happened on that page. And then when I look back, it kind of looks like I've written myself a letter.
That's cool.
It's fun, yeah. I sort of humor myself. The notes and the messages are really good when you're studying, for a test or writing a report.
When I sit down and look at the first list of homework I need to complete, I can get kind of overwhelmed. So instead of doing one subject until my eyes are crossed and I can't remember what I just wrote, I usually switch it up a little in 10 to 15 minutes of other subjects. This works for me. I lay out all my homework in a great general outline of what I need to do. I could start with math and then some history, and then I'll look up some of the answers in science and go back to math. It works for me because I get real tired really fast. This way I'm kind of entertaining myself. It takes focus, but hey, I am maintaining a good attitude. I am gonna finish these assignments.
And if you're gonna stay up late, do essays first. Trust me, it shows in essays when you're tired. You're like, and then they were what? My best classwork has come after I've read the material and then wrote it out, like in my own words. I write the most important knowledge I gained out like a report, so I can see what I actually learned, even if my notes aren't gonna be collected. It's amazing how this can help you remember what information was important. If I'm called on to speak in class about the assignment given the night before, I'll have read the stuff and I'll have practiced what I can say. It's great to have the answer and real understanding of the material when a teacher calls on you. It always sucks when they're all staring at you like you don't have any idea, right?
You didn't do your homework.
Exactly. So put it down in your own words, what you learned from the assignment.
Add study breaks. I sit down with my homework laid out and look at the clock. Every 45 minutes, I take a break. Sometimes I break every 30 minutes. Usually I like to eat something or get something to drink. I have a 10-pound medicine ball in my room, and when I get bored, I just toss it up and down for a few minutes. My friend Lisa, she goes through yoga postures. To stand up and get away from the homework for a few minutes can help a lot with your focus and with your memorization. I do not recommend you call a friend. That is really distracting, and you will take away from your completing what you have to do.
I know we're talking about studying alone in a quiet place and how well that works, but I can also tell you that my best assignments have been handed in on time when I studied with friends. Seriously, I find studying with friends is helpful because I don't always get the information, and some of my friends definitely can explain it to me. I know math that my friends don't, and they can help me with stuff that I don't know. Working on assignments together is like having information right in front of you that you would have had to find on your own in the workbooks. But it does take a lot of focus. You've got to turn off your cell phones and give yourself a time limit to get it all done. But of course, me and my friends always take a couple of snack breaks and go outside, chat a little bit. But we get all the homework done in the time we allowed ourselves. That's what works for me and for some of my friends.
When you're in class, staying focused and listening to the information is not always easy. Here's some good hints to getting more out of the information while in the classroom. If you are someone that struggles with paying attention to the teacher, then try these things. Sit at the front of the class. Get front row seat so you can see the board. Hear what the teacher is saying and make notes what you believe could be on the upcoming test. You are far less tempted to doodle and draw pictures if you are sitting right in front of the teacher and everyone else. Others will be less inclined to talk with you or distract you too. You have got to do it. It can really make a difference when you are at home working on assignments.
And number 10 on our homework do's chart would be to ask a question if you don't understand something. It helps me to write down my question before I blurt it out, or it'll come out all wrong. And sometimes I just don't get it, so I don't get this specific thing. Could you explain it once more? Hey, I don't go to school every day for the sheer fun of it. If I want to be in class, I know that I want to understand the material. Some teachers just blast through the information and expect you to learn it on your own. You may want to find a tutor. Look for someone that's completed the course and have them help you work on your questions. Your counselor at school could be helpful in finding a good tutor too. Maybe you could ask for help from a family member or somebody within your circle of friends. But you have to ask for help, or everyone just assumes you know it.
Be proactive. Get people to listen to your concerns. Speak up. Your school has people to work with you during and after school hours, so ask for a tutor.
Yeah, and always be awake. That's a main one too. Homework skills might sound boring, but if you have to do your homework,
and you know you have to turn in the assignments to graduate,
then practice some of these study skills.
We do.
Wow, that was interesting.
That was helpful.
Yeah. They said something in there about like sitting at the front of the class so you pay attention more, and I know I could definitely learn from that.
Yeah, you
'cause I
don't
go
do that.
straight to the back to talk.
Like, how in the video when they said read the conclusion and the questions at the end of the
and
chapter
skimming,
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea, just to get an idea of like what is in the text.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then like, because I know some of my teachers, they just assign so much, like a chunk of it, like,
Exactly.
and looking
Yeah.
for like the bold statements, you know?
Yeah, so it just makes it
Amazing.
so much faster instead of like reading word for word.
Yeah.
You just look for the really important ideas that they're asking for at the end, and then it just makes it so much
So
easier
much
for.
easier.
Yeah,
Yeah, it said
that's-
like asking questions and stuff too.
Yeah,
Like, do you guys do that?
Not really. Do
Yeah,
you?
I don't at all.
It's
Like
hard.
I just Like
mean,
when
like-
everyone's quiet and it's like awkward,
Yeah,
you're like,
who-
I don't want to raise my hand.
Yeah,
like,
who wants to? I mean, you don't want to be that guy that like holds the whole class up asking questions.
Exactly.
But like, I was thinking I could probably go talk to my counselor and like, I could seriously use some math help. Like,
See, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Well, and
maybe-
I know
I
I
have a
struggle.
grandpa that's really smart in math, so he could
Really?
probably help me
That
out.
would be
Yeah.
good. And at one point it talked about taking notes. I am awful at taking notes.
See, I
I'm
like
so bad
taking
at it.
notes. I really like it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that helps me a lot. Yeah.
See, it doesn't. But
Yeah.
I think I could like use their
Yeah, for
input
sure.
and stuff to like.
Well, like there's
Get
been
at it.
tests in history where like I've taken 14 pages of notes, and then the only questions I really had to study for was maybe one or two. and that-
Exactly, and it's
Yeah.
just
That
a
really
pain.
bugged me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
pain.
frustrating. Well, that's kind of what she was talking about, like make it more like a letter, you know, like,
Oh,
like sort of,
yeah.
and that was kind of
Yeah.
cool.
So it's more like interesting applies to you.
Yeah,
Right,
and just get
absolutely.
the main points because I'll
That's
go
easier.
into every little detail and then they won't show up on the test.
Yeah.
Do you kind of procrastinate?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All the time.
Yeah, put it off, and then like I'll take a break, and like rather than like using the break to get some food or something, I'll go call a friend.
Or yeah, go on Facebook.
Yeah,
Go-
you
yeah.
know.
Oh, Facebook is the worst.
She said something about like studying in a coffee shop. I think that's a really good idea because it's quiet. You know, do you guys do that?
Well, no, but I think I should start. I mean,
Yeah.
like by myself though. You know?
Exactly. So no distractions. You
Right.
can get it
Yeah.
everything done.
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna go to the library. That would be
That'd
the
be a
easiest
really
for me.
great
'cause-
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and like how she was referring to breaking it up and stuff. That really is gonna.
That's a really good
yeah.
idea. Yeah.
'Cause
Take.
my attention span is just so short. I can't help but get distracted at any chance I get.
Yeah.
So taking breaks is
exactly.
like an excuse for you to like
Oh yeah,
take it.
You're like, oh, I'll just watch TV for another 5 minutes. Ah,
Another
just 15
10.
more minutes. Yeah.
She was talking about turning your phone off. Do you do that, or do you totally like have it like
No,
right there by
I
you?
wish. It's always
Ah.
next to me, and I'm always texting,
Yeah, it's
and I never get anything done.
it's
but
distracting. So I'm gonna have to start like hiding it from myself, and so it'll just be a hassle to go get. And,
yeah.
Part of it, like she was saying in the video, like part of it is that like I stay up so late, and like I'm just like, because I've put everything off so long, I'm like doing my homework, and it's like 10:30, and I'm like, man, I'm just getting started.
Exactly.
It's no good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I'll do that and wait till the last minute. And then I'll try and figure out what's the most important and try and get that done. And whatever I don't get done, I'll be like, oh, I won't drop my grade too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
yeah.
But then, like, you don't realize how it's weighted. So, you know, some small weighted thing that you thought wouldn't matter much ends up
It's
being
a
huge.
deal.
Lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the video said stuff about like having a good attitude about everything, so
Yeah.
it's easier
Yeah.
to get stuff done. I
Yeah.
think I need to apply that. For
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
if I could like shift my attitude about it a little bit, and not be like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta do homework, but instead maybe be like,
Yeah.
I gotta go
homework,
learn.
you
I'm gonna
know?
go learn something because I'm going to
Exactly.
school for a reason, like
Yeah.
that chick was saying. Like I'm not going for the health, you
Yeah.
know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go study. Actually, I think I'm gonna go get on it.
I think I'm gonna
All right.
watch this again.
See you around, man.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Yeah. Let's watch this.
Yeah.